Do it. Great morning. Great morning. Let me see if I got my life in order. Great morning. Great morning. Which I want to use. The clarity is real. I don't think it's in this one, is it? Great morning, y'all. Welcome to this morning's message. What y'all was doing. Hold on, let me put that over there. Great morning, y'all. Great morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you're feeling good. Welcome to this morning's message. Y'all come in, like the live, share the love. Drop something in the chat that you're grateful for when you come in the door. Okay, drop something in the chat that you're grateful for this morning. Let's get in the flow of abundance. I hope y'all are doing well. Happy Monday. Hello, True Beauty in the building. Great morning, Tia. Great morning. Y'all, what y'all grateful for this morning? I'm grateful for y'all. I got some good news for y'all. I hope y'all excited. Shout out to Sharon. And she don't even know, she doesn't be on my lives, but I want to say shout out to Sharon. I thanked True Beauty the other day for encouraging me and inspiring me. Y'all real deal be inspiring me. Great morning. Thank you, Barbie Wren, for liking the live, honey. Great morning, Tiana Jones. How you doing this morning, dearest one? I am grateful for a fresh new start and a clear mind. The clarity is real, ain't it? The clarity is real and is okay. It ain't nothing like a little clarity in your spirituals when you know you on path, on purpose. Drop that in the chat this morning. I'm finna tell y'all what we gonna talk about this morning, but drop this in the chat just so you know you on your path. You walking in your purpose. I'm walking in my purpose. That's what I want y'all to drop in the chat. Great morning, my Jamila honey. What you guys doing? Great morning. I'm walking in my purpose and is. Y'all said I should have kept that high. Spirit and them said, hey, y'all. Y'all was ready, wasn't it? Y'all, they so excited because when that clarity be real, they just be giving you so many ideas to help you walk in your purpose and fulfill your goals, your desires. Y'all know, was y'all on Sunday Spirituality yesterday? Who said it? I think it was Pamela. I ain't seen her yet. But let me just tell y'all be inspiring me, and I love y'all for real because y'all be reminding me of what I'm supposed to be doing, how I'm supposed to walk in my purpose. So I really am grateful for y'all. Okay. Hey, Avery Nim, what you guys doing? I got an announcement, y'all. I got something to tell y'all. The community is hot today. Okay. The community is hot. Y'all like the live, share the love. Y'all ready? What we gonna talk about this morning? There go Pamela. Great morning, honey. What you guys doing? Pamela says, great morning, Touche, in the community. I'm grateful for keeping my composure in the face of adversity. Uh-oh. Don't let them get you. Don't let them trick you out your blessings. Don't let them trick you. They be trying sometimes. We ain't gonna let them say not today. Not today. Okay, not today. We ain't going for it today or no day. Not today. We got too many blessings, too much abundance on the way. Bars. That was bars. That was a good one. I like it. Little Honey One, y'all. This can I just tell y'all that the little Hunty Oneties then came over here and made such a mess, y'all. They done made such a mess. Why y'all did that? And y'all don't even clean up behind yourselves. And now we got to come out here and clean up after y'all. Look at y'all. Y'all made a mess. Y'all was hungry, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm back. Oh, let's do it. Great morning, Trishawn. Great morning. Thank you, Cece. Damn, so are you, dearest one. We walking in our purpose, and on purpose. Okay, that is what we're doing. That is our goal. This is what we talking about today. Y'all got y'all favorite adult beverage. I ain't get me no Celsius. I want one. I want a Celsius this morning. I might have to go get one, but I ain't stopping to get one. Okay, I'm back. Come on, listen and obey. We receive it. Here we go, y'all. Drop this in the chat. Fine tuning. Fine tuning. Y'all did almost call it fine as wine, but we wasn't even talking about that. But how that don't go together? That don't go together with the message, that don't go with the message. Fine tuning. Okay, fine tuning. What are we talking about this morning? Guess what we fine tuning? Yes, Pamela asked a question about them raps. Well, let me have I'm finna told y'all in a second about them. That rap game, it's a rap. I'm finna told y'all in just a second what's happening with the raps and the makeup. Okay. Fine tuning. Great morning, Sandy. Great morning. Great morning. Sandy says, great morning to Shay and the community. I am grateful that I now know how to pause and take action instead of reacting. What y'all got going on? Sandy, you and Pamela, somebody was trying to get it. They was getting on y'all spirituals. They was getting on y'all nervous system, wasn't it? Don't let them get on your nervous system. We too blessed to be stressed over here. Drop it in the chat. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I ain't gonna let nobody trick me out of character. Sometimes we be having to pop off though, but we not gonna pop off. We got too many blessings coming up, so don't let them folks disturb your spirituals. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Let's talk about it. Fine tuning. What are we fine tuning, y'all? We're fine tuning our faith. Y'all already knew that, didn't it? Y'all had know that we are fine tuning our faith. How do you know that you're doing that? Because we believe. I'm a believer. Is anybody in here a believer? I am a believer. Number one, I got to tell y'all about rest, relax, and receive message. Okay. That's the first thing. Rest, relax, and receive. Remember, I had told y'all yesterday and last week, if you just sit down for a second, that the Lord will provide those answers that you need. I am a believer that you will get everything that you need. Now, let me have told y'all what happened. I'm going to tell y'all this again, but I'm going to tell y'all this real quick. So first things first, I've been trying to figure out. So first of all, if y'all ain't in TU, why not? Because these journal meditations is a game changer. I'm trying to tell y'all, we journaling for 15 minutes a day right before we come on here, y'all. And it really does set the tone for your day. So you feel good going into your day, right? And even if you don't do it in the morning, which you should, but if you can't, you still need to do it at some day so you can set your intentions. Because let me tell y'all, the combination of the stuff that I'm doing, in addition to coming on here and chopping it up with y'all, uh, listen, it's a game changer. Fine tuning your faith. So remember on yesterday and I think Friday, I was telling y'all, man, I just believe the Lord to give me what I need. I just believe the Lord to let me know like what's my next step. Is anybody trying to figure out what your next is? This is how we start fine tuning our faith. When we sit down and we start being intentional about come on, God, about how we're allowing the Lord to connect to us. We can connect in a multitude of ways. I connect before I come on and chop it up with y'all. I meditate, I sit in silence. I allow the Lord to just speak to me. Sometimes I get some things that I need, sometimes I don't. Then I come on here and first we go in the TU community because I told y'all the other day, and Pamela mentioned this, so let me just go ahead and put this out here. And y'all better do it too. So I've had so many people, y'all know I have my own cosmetics line, Touche Cosmetics. And y'all know my flagship product is my signature eyeshadows, right? And so I didn't know what the next step was. So literally somebody yesterday, it started with Pamela on Sunday Spirituality. Go catch that on the YT if you hadn't seen that, okay? So it started with that. And then someone yesterday literally gave me the strategy that I needed. It's like, okay, this is what's next. And so how do I know that it's because I'm fine tuning my faith? It's because of the things that I've added in order to help me connect with God. Is anybody tracking with that? So what do? I wake up in the morning. Come on, I'm manifesting easily and effortlessly. We be thinking that it's going to be the $1,000,000, but how you know that the Lord ain't going to bless you with the $1,000,000 idea? Can somebody drop that in the chat? Like, I received the $1,000,000 idea. You got to have the foundation for what you want in order to have that $1,000,000. So guess what? You fine tune your faith by giving the Lord more access to you. How do you do that? You sit down and give him time. So what do? This is me, y'all. True story. I wake up in the morning, 4 a.m. I'm up. Sometimes a couple minutes before that. I wake up at 4 a.m. I meditate. I sit there. I listen to something positive, a positive meditation. I sit there. I say my prayer. That's the first thing. I do a Jeremiah 29:11 prayer. I do my prayer. I meditate. Then I sit in silence. I put my makeup on. Then I go tap in TU, and I'm in there and I do a journal meditation where we literally sit. I'm not even putting anything else in my journal, and set my intentions before I start my day. So as a result of me doing that, as a result of me fine tuning my faith, the ideas, the creativity, the wisdom, because y'all know we don't pray for the money. Right, we pray for the wisdom to create wealth. Drop that in the chat. I don't want the money is going to come. How does the money come? Because you cultivate an experience. Come on, God, you cultivate an experience with God where you allow God to pour wisdom into you, where you allow God to pour ideas into you. So as a result of just doing the normal things that I do, having fun doing what I'm doing, coming on here chopping it up with y'all, literally from yesterday until today. So Pamela yesterday was like, you need to put those head wraps on the website. Y'all know head wraps are my thing, love them. But I was like, man, I want to, but I don't know the strategy yet. The Lord hadn't given me the strategy yet. So I don't worry about it. I don't try to like, we don't rush the Lord, right? We don't try to rush the process, but I'm also showing y'all like how you can just rest, relax, and receive, and the wisdom will come to you. I was like, man, I don't know. Come on, look, God's blessing up under that. I was like, man, I don't know how to what the strategy is yet. So that was the first thing that let me know, okay, Spirit Name was going to give me what I needed in order to take my next step, right? So I'm like, okay. So then last night I was sitting and I had been to the gym and I was just like, okay, I'm chilling. And all of a sudden, like I ended up, I was like, let me go post a video and just kind of promote some eyeshadows, right? Posted the video. And then somebody commented on the video and they were like, if you teach me how to put it on, to apply it like that, I'll purchase. I said, now fast forward, rewind just a little bit. I had been getting the number 22, 22, 22 all day, either 22 or 22, 22. And I'm just like, okay, something's happening with this, but let me just see what's happening. So sure enough, after Pamela said what she said, then somebody commented, shout out Sharon, she commented on my post. And then I'm listening to Spirit and them. They said, you ought to bring your makeup class back. Beauty on a budget. Beauty on a budget. So what am I doing? I say, that's a really good idea. So what did I do? I sat down, and it took me literally 5 minutes. And I'm doing a makeup class, y'all. For those of you who are interested in learning, what does it include? First of all, it's $22. Okay, it's gonna be 22, 22. Told y'all, when something sticks with me, I know that there's a reason for it. So Sharon says this, so I'm like, you know what? I was like, but here, come on, God, come on, God. But let me go back. Y'all, do you realize that this is once again one of these stories that I have to tell you about your faith? I was doing this last year. I had set up the classes, the makeup class last year. I had set up the It's a Wrap head wrap class last year, and I had to put it on the shelf. I need somebody to understand that you're getting ready to go pick something up that you had to put on the shelf because it wasn't time for you to do that thing yet, because you had to do something else. You had to lay another foundation before you were ready to do that thing. It's the same thing that happened with my tarot cards, y'all. I was like, oh, I wanted to do a tarot class, but the Lord said, no, you got to put that on the shelf because you weren't ready for it yet. So what did he do? He then blessed me to create 9 tarot and oracle decks before I was ready to do the class. So I had to shelve last year. I had to shelve and put Tarot University on the back burner, and it's because it wasn't time for it yet. So sometimes you can have, come on, God, sometimes you can have an idea that doesn't mean that it's a delay is not a denial. Can we drop that in the chat? A delay is not a denial. So I didn't understand why I wasn't ready to teach me how to tarot last year. But then the Lord said, oh, because you got to make sure you have your own cards so that you can teach the class. You know what, God, you right. So let me put it on the back burner. And now what happens? Now I have TU. Now we have TU classes, and I'm using my own decks that the Lord blessed me to create. That I worked with Archangel Uriel, number 2222, the flame of God, the fire of God, in order to help me to create so that I would have the equipment that I needed for the class that I wanted to teach. So that's tarot, right? Fast forward, no, back up. I had a whole makeup class, beauty on a budget, right? Beauty on a budget. And y'all know I spell beauty different. BEUYOUTTEA. B U. Okay. You are the T on you, the beautiful you. So I'm like, okay. So I wanted to do it last year, but God said, it's not time. Put it on the back burner. Don't know why, but just be like, okay, Lord, it's not, if this ain't the time for it, maybe this ain't what I'm supposed to do. Fast forward a year later, a little better, maybe a year and 3 months later, now I have my, come on, God, now I have my own eyeshadow line in which to go in here and teach people how to apply makeup and beauty on a budget. Do you understand? So it's like you can think that when God tells you to put something down for a second, that oh well, maybe it's not for me. How you know God don't want you to just create what you need so you can use your own products, your own things before you go, when you ready to teach your class, when you ready to put your service out there. And I was upset because y'all know I love makeup, and I was like, man, I really want to do this class. But do you understand how a delay is not a denial? God said it's not maybe it doesn't mean not now. It doesn't mean not ever. It just means not now. So for some of you, that's what's getting ready to happen in your life, y'all. Like, but what did you do in that time? You fine-tuned your faith. You gave the Lord more of your time. You was like, okay, Lord, what did I do? Okay, I surrender, Lord. I don't know what's my next step. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to allow you to I'm going to receive. I'm going to surrender, and I'm going to receive. I'm going to allow the Lord to just tell me, okay, what would you have me to do next? What is your purpose for my life? Not my will, but yours. And as a result of that, I'm not doing anything that I wasn't already doing. Things that I thought were like, okay, well, I'm just not going to be able to do that. I'm literally, this is the second time that I'm bringing something back based upon something I had already started, but I just wasn't ready for. Can we just understand that God wants us to be ready? He wants us to be ready. He wants us to be fully equipped before we try to rush into something. I wasn't ready last year. I didn't have everything I needed last year. I hadn't fine-tuned my faith last year. But now that my faith is more in alignment with God's will and purpose for my life, now he's like, okay, do this. So you got to know, in addition, because what do? My eyeshadow always matches my head wraps. So what's the next natural step? I say, well, Lord, that's the strategy for the head wrap. I'm like, instead of me trying to sell you the head wraps, because I can't do that, because you have your own style. Everybody doesn't like the colors. I'm colorful. I'm vibrant. That's my energy. But some people just want, maybe you just want to wear black, or maybe you just want to wear gray. So the Lord said, well, why don't you do a head wrap and an eye and a makeup class? I say that's the strategy. So shout out to Pamela, because this one, when I say, can I just drop, can you just drop this in the chat? I am a messenger. You be thinking, like, when I tell you that God will use whoever he needs to use in order to get the message to you, when you ask, you will receive the answer. You are the messengers. You are a messenger. There's someone that you're going to inspire. It could be the most random thing. I could have been sitting up here racking my brain trying to figure out, like, man, how I'm gonna do it, how I'm gonna do it. Why not just teach people what I do? Why not just teach you what I do? Instead of trying to sell you a head wrap, which I don't know how to sell. I don't know how to do that. Why not just teach you how I do my wraps? Why not just teach you how I do my makeup for the Lolo? Because yes, you can go and watch people, but when I tell you that, I'm a just keep it a buckles with y'all, beauty on a budget, okay? I don't have hundreds and hundreds of dollars at this moment. And even if I did, I like makeup enough to where I like to do my own makeup and experiment with my own makeup. And now I just have my own makeup in which to do that with. So if you're interested, this the thing. I didn't even get the idea for the head wrap class until after I had already done the makeup. So I didn't even put the head wrap class on the calendar, on the schedule yet. I hadn't even put it on my website. But when I tell y'all that y'all inspire me, like I mean that, y'all. Like I don't be making that up because you be trying to think stuff and somebody random will just come in and be like, boom, there's the answer. And you be like, oh my God, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? It literally can be that simple. Look, delayed response. That's okay. I appreciate you, dear Swan. Like for real, y'all. Like I be looking at y'all comments. Y'all be triggering stuff. I be like, oh, that's good. Oh, somebody else needs that. Y'all are just as much a messenger for me as I am for y'all. That's it. That's why this is what alignment feels like. Does this make sense to somebody? This is what alignment is. This is when you work together in a group where you're in a vibration, you're in the same energy as I am. Creativity, passion, excited, want people to prosper, want to see each other excel. If you're in TU, if you are in the TU classes, when we're talking to each other, bouncing ideas off of people. Like that's the kind of thing, that's the kind of community. Look at Spirit and love y'all. That's the kind of community you want to be in. Okay. So this is what it means when you're in alignment with your purpose. All of you have a different thing that you're coming into alignment with. But I tell you what, your manifesting is going to be easy and effortless. Effortless. Did I say effortless? That's is that a new word? I made it up. Effortless. I don't know. I know it sounds good though. Effortless. How I say it, put it using in a sentence. Don't first of all try to stop trying to handle me by my language because I can say what I want to say. If I want to say effortless, then I'm gonna say effortless. Don't be a hater. Said it. Okay, I'm back. Easy and effortlessly. That's what I was trying to say. Y'all some haters. Why y'all some haters? Anyway, I'm back. Manifesting, connecting with God. Didn't I just tell y'all that this is about allowing God to give you the answers and not trying to force them? Okay, they always got something smart to say. I'm gonna tell daddy on y'all. Being obedient, okay, being in the flow. Drop that in the chat. I'm in the flow. I'm in the flow. Archangel Barshiel says God's blessing. Does anybody receive some blessings and good fortune? I do. I definitely receive some blessings and good fortune. Overflow, abundance, creating. Come on, God, creating the life you want, deserve, and desire. Why? Because I'm in alignment. Because I'm in God's flow. Because I'm not trying to rush anything. Because I'm not trying to force anything. Because I'm just receiving and allowing the answers to come to me because I know that they're going to come. Why? Because I'm connecting with God. I'm giving God more time to talk to me. I'm allowing God to talk to me in a multitude of ways at the gym, on the treadmill, walking on the beach, journaling, meditating without journaling, sitting in silence, coming on here, chopping it up with y'all. So just signed the lease to my new spot. Come on, congratulations, honey, Wunny. That's so exciting, ain't it? Congratulations. Y'all drop a congratulations in the chat. Y'all, I really be like, man, it's a blessing when you be waiting on something and then all of a sudden you just get it and God just show up and be like, boom, here you go. Like I'm next. Drop that in the chat. I'm next. I'm next. I don't know what because why? Because if it happened for you, that means my next got to come. That means your next has to come. This is why you celebrate when people get something good, when something good happens for them. Because when you happy for somebody, God's like, look at them celebrating somebody else receiving a blessing. Let me bless them. Like y'all, it really does work. This is why we don't do jealousy, we don't do envy, we don't do none of that. Be inspired. If you're gonna be anything, be inspired. Okay, be inspired. Hey, my niece Booski Wooski, what you doing? Hey, Cherie. Hey, Jared. Hey, Kathy. Y'all like the live, share the love. Listen, I'm next. I got to be, because some of us been waiting on a blessing for a minute. God knows you've been waiting. He knows you've been patient, and you finna get exactly what it is you've been praying for. You may not know how it's gonna come. Just like me, I ain't know I ain't know, but it's gonna come one way or another. If you give God the time, come on, Lord, do you trust me? If you give God the time, He's going to give you the answer, and He's going to give you the blessing. We got to be in alignment with it. We got to be grateful for it before it gets here. I think Leo, one of the messages today, it was like, child, we've been praising in the pit, now we've been praise in the palace. Can anybody receive that? We've been praising in the pit. Now we finna praise in the palace. Why? Because we're receiving the upgrade. We gonna do it. Okay. It's like waiting on that ice cream truck to make the stop at your house. Child, you better say it and let me get my bomb pop. The banana and fudge one. That's what I want. The banana and fudge bomb pop. Just say yin. I'm just saying. Okay. Do you trust me? Divine guidance. This is God, right? This is one of my God cards in this deck. Intuitive feelings, your inner compass. Fine tuning your faith. Why? Because God is your compass. Can we just say that your faith is your compass? Your faith is, come on, specific. They brought me back to this ice cream again. God pays for what God orders. Can I just tell somebody that you can tell God whatever you want and God is going to give it to you? Everything ain't good for you. So sometimes you got to sit down and realize you may be asking whoever this is for. Child, sometimes we asking for stuff that ain't good for us. Okay. And this the thing, why you want something that ain't good for you, but that goodness, the goodness of the Lord, God, good or bad, God will give you what you want. But sometimes what we want ain't always good for us, but only you gonna know that. Okay. Can't nobody tell you what to ask for. Cherie said, travel to pick up a new car, blessing Saturday. You better, and in the glove box, good card that said, congratulations, honey, Wonnie. Y'all, can I just talk? Come on, celebrate somebody. Celebrate somebody's victory today. It says a gift for you. Travel to pick up a new car, blessing Saturday. And in the glove box, it had a card that said a gift for you. Do you realize that you're surrounded by people who are creating wealth, abundance, and success and manifesting all positive things into their life? That's why there's no way that you can get left behind. Drop that in the chat. I won't get left behind. There's no way, y'all, because everybody in here has something to celebrate. Everybody in here, and we gonna celebrate it together. We gonna celebrate it with each other. We gonna be happy for each other, because ain't nobody over here gonna get left behind. The only way that you get left behind is because you choose it. Well, I don't care what you're praying for. I don't care if it's nothing but a mindset shift. I don't care what it is. Over here, you're not gonna get left behind. Okay. I received my eyeshadow and my card was right on time. Faith. OMG. Did you what did you order? Match my matcha in heaven. What did you order? I'm so happy, so grateful. Y'all, I put one of the cards when you order, whatever you order, I add one of a card from a word in the wilderness. And so I'm so grateful for y'all. No, child. Oh my gosh. Thank you. So look. I'm so happy and so grateful, y'all. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. Y'all make sure y'all get in this class. Order your palette. It's still going to be, y'all, I'm so excited about this. Y'all make sure y'all sign up and come join me. You get your, I didn't even tell y'all. Let me just tell y'all what I'm doing with this class, right? So, of course, you have the option to, if you want to get 2 free samples, then you can get 2 free samples. You pay for shipping, okay? And you can try them. But get you a pick your palette, okay? Get you a pick, yeah, seashore and match my matcha, okay? Get you a palette, pick your palette, and then you not only get the palette named after you, y'all, and I put it on my website so you can send your people name to come pick up your palette or pick their own. Um, but it's also going to, for 2222, you're going to be able to do the class as well. I'm going to do the class once a month, because I'm not just going to do it one time, because I know that there are going to be people who continue to come in. This is me, faith, fine tuning my faith, knowing that God said, if God told me to do this, y'all, this is about taking an inspired action. For some of y'all, come on, God, He's going to deposit something into your spirituals, and you got to do it right then. This was nowhere on my radar. I couldn't even get out the gym good. before I was trying to get this class set up. And so you get the palette, you get the class, plus you get your palette on the website, and it's a 1 hour class. It's going to be in a group because things are better when we're in a group, right? And so it's going to be in a group. So y'all make sure you pick your palette, get in the class. The first class is on the 22nd of September, but I'm going to be doing them monthly. Okay, I'm going to do them monthly. And because I didn't know, I hadn't even added the It's a Wrap head wrap class to the website yet, but I'll be adding that, so that when you pick your palette, you can then go get your wrap and you'll be able to match your wrap with your eyeshadow. Okay, so just saying it's coming. I'm adding it today after I get off the live. I'm gonna go and add the It's a Wrap head wrap master class. Y'all gonna be so blowed. I promise you are not going to be mad, and it's only going to be $22 as well. So you can actually do both of them for $44 because it's literally going to be like boom, makeup, then boom, the head wrap class. It's going to be back to back like that. So y'all make sure you get in where you fit in. Okay, so it's coming. And it's only one time, and it's gonna last you a lifetime. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be like, I can't believe this, and I'm gonna be like, it's a wrap. Okay, do you trust me? Do you trust God when He gives you the wisdom? Okay, when He gives you the wisdom? Okay, telling y'all, it's happening. Let's see what else. But come on, favor in your finances, unexpected deposit, receiving a financial blessing, overflow, being a resource to others. I can't. Can we just say alignment? Can we just drop I am in alignment in the chat? I can't make this up, y'all. I cannot. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and its righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Whenever this is how God message. This is how I know. This is how God always confirms for me. Like, yep, you're going in the right direction. Yep. You're in alignment. Yep. This is what it is. Yep. This was your next step. And what did I do? I just sat and I just paid attention. Come on, 7/26, my birthday, right? It's these types of ways that God will communicate with you and let you know, like, yep, you heard me correctly. Yep, you're paying attention. And sometimes all you got to do is sit and pay attention, and God will show you that if you just keep listening to His voice. How does God speak to you? He may not speak to you the same way He speaks to me, but how you gonna know? Because you're gonna give Him the time and connect with Him. That's it. There's no that there okay, I'm not gonna say that's the only thing. You give Him the time, you connect with Him, right? Because that's not the only thing. But you give Him the time, you say, okay, Lord, show me what I need to know, show me what I need to see, and He'll start. And you just start asking God for stuff, and you just start thanking Him, and you start feel good about it before you even know. I'm not worried about it. I don't be worried about, well, how is this gonna happen? Well, are you sure? God, if God tell me to do something, y'all, that obedience will change your life. Don't worry about don't worry about it. don't how is it? Don't worry about it. It's the same thing. Once again, y'all, I'm only here to be a living witness and a testimony to the Lord. I'm not doing anything but just asking God for an answer, waiting on the answer. And then when God says, do that, okay. And I don't even do this anymore, y'all. I don't. Well, where the money gonna come from? Because that'd be the first question we have, right? Where the money gonna come from? You ain't got to worry about the money, because if God pays for what God orders, me, Lord, how am I going to make some tarot cards? Don't worry about it. The resources going to show up, and sure enough, boom, there they are. Well, God, how am I going to make eyeshadow? You mean how I'm going to make eyeshadow? I don't know nothing about that. Don't worry about it. Boom, the resources showed up, and now I'm making eyeshadow. God pays for what God orders. So I don't even worry about the money. I don't know. I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. Yes, when you do what you love, the money is going to come. Can I get somebody to just understand this? And I mean this with all of my spirituals. When you do what you love, the money comes to you. This is how you take. Who needs this message? We ain't gonna do prosperity clarity till tomorrow. But let me say this to somebody. First of all, let's get in the flow of abundance. Drop this in the chat. I have favor in my finances. I have favor in my finances. This is the first thing. I have favor in my finances. So the first thing we gonna know is that money is simply an energy. Okay. Money is simply an energy. When you know that you are blessed and abundant, you don't have to worry about the money. I promise you. Now, some of you, that's gonna be your money test. I didn't been through it. I didn't been through it. What did I do different to make me stop worrying about the money? I asked God for what I need. God already knows what you need. Can I just tell you that? God already knows what's in your checking account. He already knows what you did. I don't care if you, I don't care what, you could have 2 cents in there. You could be in the red. God know you ain't got no money. You know why? What God had to teach me about it. The more I focused on what wasn't in my bank account, the less I had, until it get to the point where you just like God will come in and bless you at the last minute with some unexpected resources. I'm a witness to this. And I still, you still, and God, but God, like, can you stop focusing on what you don't have and just thank me for bringing and know that I'm gonna bring a blessing into your life. So regardless, I know I have enough in there. Okay, well, I got enough in there to give me something to eat. I know that. I don't worry about it. When you do what you love, when you're not focused on the lack, because that's one of our biggest problems. We'll focus on the lack of the resources, the lack of the money, the lack of the abundance. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. For a lot of us, it's hard. Trust me. Listen, I'm trying to tell you that it's hard. But I'm not. I don't want to even claim that energy. It's actually a lot easier than you think. But one of the hardest things that we have to do is just be like, you know what? Can you just? I told you, like, you just gotta ignore it and stop thinking about it and just know that you're blessed. And the main thing is, how you gonna feel if God came and dropped $1 million in your lap in your bank account right now? How would you feel? A lot of us can't wrap our minds around that. Why? Because we ain't never seen $1 million. There's no shame in that. A lot of us don't know any millionaires, don't know any billionaires. So it's hard to wrap your mind around that kind of money. Wrap your mind. So start with something smaller. How would you feel if the Lord came and dropped $10,000 in your bank account? Whether you've seen $10,000 before in your life or not. And some of us have not. Let's just keep it a buckles. Some people have never seen $10,000 in their bank account at one time. And there's no reason to feel any type of way about that. But can you drop this in the chat? I'm gonna be the first. Come on, God. I'm gonna be the first. So instead, so how you, since you know you're gonna be the first, you know you're going to be so blessed and so abundant that you are going to be able to finance and be a financial resource to others in your family. This is how we start drinking start breaking the generational curses. It doesn't matter if you never seen it. Drop this in the chat. I'm gonna be the first. I'm gonna be the first. And you start telling yourself and you start spending that money. You start spending it. You start spending it with, and even if for those of some of you, if you know, y'all better get y'all some ancestor money and start spending it. Y'all know I don't do religion, I do spiritual. Let me show y'all. Y'all think it's a game, don't it? I'm trying to tell y'all the stuff I be telling people that I do in order to start attracting abundance into my life. Do you see? I don't even know if I can show it. Show it. Y'all better go get y'all some ancestor money and start spending it. Start spending it on what you want. Okay, well, there go that for Gigi. There go the down payment on my house. There go the down payment. There go the money for. You better start spending it. And just walk around all day, see something online. Listen, you better write what you want. This is stuff we're gonna be talking about in TU. But see, you either if you know, you know. We ain't even got to this part yet. You better start spending it. When you walking around and you sitting and you talking about, man, I got money sitting, I got 100 stacks sitting right next to me right now, because this ain't no more valuable than the piece of money that you think that you got in your wallet. It's a piece of paper. So if you can train yourself to believe that this piece of paper is just as valuable as the piece of paper, can we say it again? Piece of paper like you see on this card. Do you realize that you put yourself in a whole different money mindset? All right. Just tell y'all, just toting y'all, okay? People be like, that's pretend. Well, what is the life that you want, deserve, and desire, but you imagining and pretending that you already have it? I'm a testimony to the ancestor money method. Y'all, I taught this last year in JTA. I was like, y'all, we gonna get this ancestor money. You gonna do this, this, that, and the third with it, and then you'll start manifesting stuff into your life. That's something that I added. I just was like, man, I have money all around me, and then have fun spending it. Cause guess what? Even bills, I'd be like, man, listen, I'm so excited to pay these bills. Like I be spending the money on bills. Telling y'all, and you be happy. Why? Because you ever had that moment where you be like, man, I got another bill to pay. You better get excited about the money, about being able to pay a bill, and you'll start attracting money to pay the bills. Tell it, man, listen. So what these are things that I do. Anytime, man, I be so grateful to pay my car note. Y'all have no idea. Thank God for God. I be so grateful to pay my car note. I be so grateful to pay my phone bill. I be so grateful. And then I just be like, man, that's just me, man. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Lord, that I had the money to, and be excited about it. Look, change your perspective on how you feel about money. And you will start to see that the abundance that you want will start to be attracted to you, y'all. We want to attract the abundance. So when you're pushing up against it, money's not going to flow to you because you're worried about it, you sad about it, you focused on what you don't have. Just be like, man, I got $10,000 in the bank right now. Do it, the 10,000. I don't care what's in. I got checks I got checks in my wallet for $10 billion. Yeah, man, look, when I tell you like I'm focused on it, but I'm not focused on the money. Does that make sense? It's just me saying, man, I already got that. Why? Because my spiritual abundance bank is unlimited. We serve a limitless God. God has no shortage of money. And another 10K coming, you better say it. And another one, and another one. My bank account is always overflowing. Y'all know I love an affirmation. My bank account is always overflowing. I have all the money that I want and all the money that I need. I'll never go broke. I'll never be broke another day in my life. Ever. And I don't focus on it. I'll be like, Daddy, I want this. Daddy, I want this. Okay, let me spend it. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Told y'all I ordered Gigi the other day. Like you just got to start training yourself. Why? Because we've been trained in a system that wants us to focus on the lack. That's it. And when you really have that understanding, child, we finna get back to these cards. When you have that understanding, you'll start to see God bless you because God only gives, y'all. God only gives. God only gives. God does not take away. God only gives. And God is good all the time. Okay. God is good all the time. And when you least expect it, God will be like, oh, they believe. They fine-tuned their faith to believe that I want to give them all good things. All my bills are on autoplay, and I still have an abundance of money left over. I have money to buy everything I want, deserve, and desire. You, trying to tell you, okay, this is how you begin to manifest easily and effortlessly into your life. For some of you, this is, if you want to put this in, most of us, this is financial. And why? Because a lot of us are trying to come out of financial situations. Period. 850 credit score. My Father in heaven is wealthy, and so am I. Nisa Booski Wooski. Period. My Father in heaven is wealthy, and so am I. I am wealthy beyond measure. What do you need to say in order to get yourself not in the energy of money, in the alignment of abundance? Let's even change the narrative. Don't focus on the money. Focus on the abundance, the harvest, how plentiful God is. There's no shortage of anything ever. And when you focus on being in alignment with abundance, abundance is, because money is just money. Abundance is going to come in a multitude of ways. A multitude of ways. Come on, my Father in heaven is wealthy, and so am I. That's a good one. I love it. Okay. Um, this is how you start manifesting. Abundance is my birthright. What do you need to say to get yourself in alignment with your abundance? Because it's yours. This is why, come on, God, this is such a beautiful message today, y'all. It's all about abundance and alignment. And I didn't know I knew it was about fine tuning our faith, but can I just make you understand this? This is why there's no competition. This is why you don't have to compete with anybody, because we serve a limitless, abundant, wealthy Heavenly Father. There is no shortage of the abundance for anybody. You don't have to compete for it. You don't have to fight for it. You don't have to do none of that, because God has abundance for each and every one of us. This is why we don't compete. There is no competition. You can only try to compete with yourself to be a better you than you were yesterday. This is why there's no competition. This is why you need to be around people who want to see you shine, because number one, when you shine, I'm shining too, because I'm not going to be around people who ain't shining. You understand that? I'm not going to be around people who going to diminish my light. No, my light going to be on glow. So everyone around me is going to shine. You can't outshine me. Does that make sense? And I don't mean that in an arrogant way, because you got your own light. Because we're not concerned about who's shining brighter than who has time for that. Who has time for that? No, you just shine your light, because you know what? I'm going to add your light to my light, and then we going to add our light to their light. And then before you know it, it's a supernova around this thing. You can't outshine somebody else. It's just not even possible, because your light is your own. Their light is their own. You just can't do it. And so that's why when you know you're not in alignment with certain things, because it's more competitive than fun and uplifting and empowering. No, I want you to shine. Please do, because I got to make sure that I keep my shine at your level. Does that make sense to somebody? Which means I got to keep my light on glow. And that's just and them the only type of people that I can be surrounded with, because nobody, some of us have started at different places. Some of you are much further along than me. I'm further along than some of y'all in different areas, different aspects. So, because we all have our own season, like you got to know your season. But then when you surround yourself with people who are motivated, inspired, uplifting, encouraging, impactful, empowered, like you really just be like, man, this is so beautiful. The energy's beautiful. I feel good. So I'm just going to be around people like that, because it makes you feel good. And when you feel good, guess what you do? You manifest easily and effortlessly and in abundance. True story. I cannot make it up. So that's why they tell you, go sit around some wealthy people, wealthy in mind, body, and spirit. Go start watching wealthy people instead of, and I don't know who needs this message, but I think we've all been there. And this is how you also gonna know that you're not in alignment, in the right place. Let me just say this for whoever this is for. Pay attention to the stuff that you're watching. Okay, because when you're not in alignment, you will see yourself. This was me back in the gap, y'all. True story. And it don't happen very much now. You will find yourself being drawn to things that are giving off a negative vibration, negative emotions. This is on your platforms. When you're vibrating high, when you feel good, when you're feeling positive, you will not, that kind of stuff it'll turn you off. You'll be like, oh, yeah, I don't think I want any more of that, because you'll feel yourself you'll feel your vibe start to change, like you really will. I figured this out about 2 weeks ago. I was noticing, I was like, man, why is my energy like this? Like I felt like I was just thrown off, and I was like, what did I add, or what was I giving my energy to? And so when I paid attention to it, I stopped, and almost immediately I was like, man, y'all be mindful of y'all social media platforms. And it's not, and this the thing, sometimes okay, can I just say that everybody over here, you have a higher level of awareness, or either you're tapping into that, because you wouldn't be sitting here listening to me if you didn't weren't already elevating to the next place. You're in your transition of elevation. So understand that your energy is everything. This is why you got to protect your peace and protect your energy, right? Because when you start paying attention to what you're giving your energy to, you will begin to understand, like for real, like, man, that don't feel good, and that ain't resonating in my spirituals. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna have to limit my time. That's why I be good in my little bubble, but then I come out. But the best time that I feel is when I'm not giving my energy or not surrounding myself with negative things. And a lot of people don't even realize like the energy that they're giving off. Does that make sense? Yes, we're in our butterfly season, and so you got to pay attention to it. I'm talking about the whole algorithm. You will be amazed. Cherie said facts. I mean, I still scrolled by and found myself feeling like the show I was watching had to turn. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, you'll be like, because you're not in alignment with that energy anymore. A lot of us have cultivated this peace within ourselves. Like you be peaceful, you be happy, you be like, okay, I feel good. You go watch one thing, and all of a sudden, and you know, if you click on one thing, child, all of a sudden, your whole little algorithm then shifting, and you be like, oh my gosh. I literally be like, let me go. I'll go intentionally find something to watch that will put my algorithm back to where it has to be. Cause what? Cause who ain't gonna be able to do it? Okay. Let's get some clarity cards and see what else. And we finna get, let's clarify this easily, effortlessly. We'll use the tea leaf oracles again since we only used them yesterday. Y'all like the lie, share love. Look, I don't feel guilty. I can't get because when I feel good, I know I'm attracting positive things. Like real talk, y'all. When I feel good, stuff just starts flowing into my life. I expect all good things. I expect ideas. I expect prosperity. I expect new beginnings. I expect blessings. And so I just be like, I got to stay feeling good. I got to. I got to. Because when I don't, if that's when it feels like it look nothing's happening. Lord, this ain't happening. OMG. Do you know 2424 means Jesus? Go look it up in Strong's Concordance. I mean, it's a true story. How do I know that? Because it was a sign that I got one time. I kept seeing 2424, and I looked it up in Strong's Concordance, and it means Jesus. And Jesus, and that number is actually one of the numbers that's going in the next angel numbers deck. You go look it up. I don't make it up. All it do it. Let's see what we're manifesting. Y'all like the lie, share the love. Let's see what's happening. All it do it. I know because y'all be showing out with these cards. Something by the month of October. Some of you, that's going to be a pivotal month. It's going to be a change. Come on, they just said change in seasons when this card came out. So for some of you, this is literally going to be the old falling away. It's going to be a shift for you. And some of you, you already know this. There's something significant that'll be manifesting for you in the month of October. Now, it's other things that are going to happen and that can change. Because understand this, I don't give timing unless the Lord asks me to do that. Why? Because timing is up to the Lord, right? That is not my forte. I am not here to try to do that. But if the Lord, for some of you, yes, there's a blessing that's going to come in October. It's something that you've been waiting for, but that can change. It's going to be dependent upon any timing that the Lord, it's going to be dependent upon the decisions you make from then until now. Because we can shift, we can change, we can make adjustments. And so our trajectories can change from now until then. So understand that you may shift something today, and by the time October comes, something that you thought you wanted, you'll no longer want anymore. So you just have to take it. It's like just have fun getting to the going through the process. Like I used the analogy yesterday from A to Z. I'm about midway through my alphabet. So the rest of my alphabet gonna be lit, and that's it. I'm gonna have fun skipping, jumping, happy all the way to Z. Z is what? We gone to the spirituals to be a spirit nim. Okay. So just know that. But yes, some of you are having something's coming for you in the month of October. You may be receiving some confirmation of that as well. What else? This says the axe. Some of you, you're going to be quitting. Let me just say this. Somebody fed up. This says forces working against you. And some of these cards are a little, come on, look, but look what's at the bottom. Yep, I knew it. I told y'all I can't make it up. Okay, let me put these down because this is what they want you to know. Some of you are getting ready to have a career change. Okay, because look what was on the bottom of the deck. The first card was the handshake. This says a meeting with a stranger could be important. So some of you, either some of you are getting ready to let something go in order to open up and create this new opportunity, this new beginning. That's what's manifesting in your life. Do you know that the most random experiences could be something that's so pivotal for you? Sometimes just showing up and doing what you've been, what the Lord has told you to do, being obedient will put you in the vicinity of someone who is pivotal in order to help you get to your next level. But what did you have to do first? You had to let go of something. You had to let go of some people. Some folks had to get the axe. Because why? For a lot of you, as we just got done talking about, you're in this season of transcendence. Come on, God, you're in this season where you're transcending to your next timeline. And there are people who are not ready to go with you, and you can't force them. So some of you, you're learning. This could be a job, this could be people. You're learning what has to be released in order for you to receive. And it may not be something that you have to give up forever. Like I told y'all, eyeshadow class or the beauty on a budget class, tarot cards, it may not be forever, but it may be for now so that you can go to your next level. They either gonna catch up or keep up. Can I say this to somebody? They either gonna catch up or they gonna keep up, because you can no longer stop yourself from moving forward for the sake of somebody else. You're just not going to be able to do it. What's happening is, for some of you, even some of you, you've not like, let's say, I don't know, this is just an example, but there's a job that you want, but you don't apply for it because your friend said, oh, they want to apply for it. May the best person receive. May the best person get the be whoever's qualified for this. Don't put your dreams on hold because you feel you don't want somebody else to feel some type of way, because they're not gonna do it. You need to focus on building and creating the life that don't hold yourself back. Let me just say that. Don't hold yourself back. Okay. We can't afford to do that anymore. So for some of you, it is time. For some of you, and you may know this, and this may be, y'all could come back and tell me in October if you want to. Some of you, like October may be when you finally just say, okay, I'm going to take this leap of faith. Don't do it unless God tells you to. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you to do anything that God has not told you to do. I'm only here to give a confirmation. I am not here to instruct you on what to do. Why? Because that's not my job. Your life is your life, is your life, is your life. Okay. So don't come over here talking about Touche said I need to quit. No, I didn't. Touche said you need to follow your dreams, your passions, your heart, your happiness. Don't you do what God tells you to do, not what Touche or anybody tells you to do, for that matter. I don't care how many 50-11 tarot people you watch. If they trying to tell you what to do, what your purpose is, I'm going to tell you right now that they not telling you right. And I don't care what they say, because can't nobody make your decisions for you. That is between you and God. Only God knows what your purpose is in this life. Can't nobody tell you what you're supposed to be doing. You got to do what makes you happy, boo, and that's it. Okay. And I said what I said. And I mean that. You ain't got to believe me if you don't want to, but you go listen to somebody. And this could be mama, daddy, sister, brother, everybody. Amen. Go listen to somebody and take their advice. And then all of a sudden you miserable. Why? Because you letting somebody else tell you what makes you happy. How they know? How they know? How they know? Can I give you an example? Everybody and their mama thought I should go back into nursing. Everybody. You just need to go back and be a nurse. You just need to go back and be a nurse. You ain't got no stability. Just go be a nurse. And guess what I would have been? Miserable. Not because nursing is not a good profession, but just because that time of my life is over. But let everybody tell it. And even I had me thinking, yep, I got to go back and do it. And I would have been miserable. Why? Because it would have taken away from this. It's stuck and unhappy, being punished for stuff. Man, no. So don't you let nobody I don't care who it is. Your life is your own to live. And you ain't trying to live your life for nobody, and can't nobody live their life for you. You better go do what makes you happy. Y'all know what makes me happy? Coming on here, talking to y'all, giving these messages for the Lord, and make up. Coming to the beach, working from the beach, sitting looking at the water, being free makes me happy. I like free. I would not have been free. I would have been back in the system again, stuck and unhappy. Don't you let nobody make you stuck and unhappy. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, some of y'all, you're on the verge of a career change. Okay, and there could be someone. And I talked about this yesterday. We had the woman card that came out. Some of y'all, somebody, let's make a deal. They just said, let's make a deal. So for some of you, there may be a partnership or someone, something. There's some kind of alignment that's happening in order for you to go to this next level. God is sending, like, drop this in the chat. God is sending my help. I know we be trying to do stuff by ourselves like all the time, but understand this: God is gonna send the help. You ain't even gonna understand how God's, but He gonna send it. He's gonna send it because there's a lot that you don't know. So can just expect God to send you the help when because He's gonna send it. Remember, fine tuning our faith, right? Let's clarify God's blessing. Okay, God's blessing, overflow, abundance, love. Thank you, Lord, for the help. Because I'm praying God order my steps in which way to go. Follow your happiness. People, when people do coaching sessions with me, y'all, whether they do monthly or whether they do in a single coaching session, what makes you happy? You know, it took me a long time to figure that out because before my happiness always included somebody else. Does that make sense? Like my happiness was always contingent upon somebody else having everything that they needed, somebody else being, and I finally now I just sit up and be like, do I like this? Does this resonate for me? Does this feel good to me? And if it doesn't, then no, I'm not doing that anymore. I have spent my whole life having my happiness based upon somebody else. I'm not doing. It's pick look, that I can't tell you what to do, honey. I'm grateful. You know, one thing that I'm grateful for is because I understand now why God told me to pick one gift and focus on it. So what did He show me? And this is just as an example. Come on, the stork, news of a bird. I'm trying to tell somebody. Let me come back to this. So what did God do? The main thing that I had was tarot. And so God said, I need you to focus on your strongest gift first. So maybe this will help somebody. Thank you, Lord, because I didn't even think about, I can't even, that's the way He just put it. Focus on your strongest gift first. And everything else will basically be like a spinoff. Whenever there's a card in one of these decks that talks about alignment, and in the center there's one thing, and then you just have multiple legs that come off of that one gift. That literally is what has happened. Focus on your strongest gift first, build a foundation with that, and then allow other things to branch off after you have built upon your strongest foundation. Tarot was my strongest foundation. And as a result of tarot, now I have merchandise. Now I have coaching. Now I have a makeup class. Now I have a head wrap class. Now I have I have oracle cards. So all of these things have branched off from my strongest gift. I don't know if that'll help you, but I hope so. Whatever your strongest gift is, it's on your Eight of Pentacles card. Let me show you. Let me see. On the which one is it in? The message clarity, the ClariTEA tarot deck. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, it's not in this one, huh? This is the prosperity clarity deck. Where's the ClariTEA tarot deck? Child, I don't know. I got 9 of them. I don't be knowing. Let me see. The Eight of Pentacles, you say? Eight of Pentacles. Because otherwise you're going to be overwhelmed. Because you're trying to figure it out. Ultimately, what are we trying to do? Thank you. We're getting to, thank you, dearest one. Ultimately, what are we trying to do? We're trying to get to the 10 of Pentacles, right? You're trying to get to the 10 of Pentacles. So what do you do? So this is just one example. There's another one but like this is your main skill. What was my main skill? Tarot. That's where I started. So that's but see that I'm still doing that. But what have I now? What has God blessed me? Because I didn't do it really. God just gave me an idea. So now all of it is aligning. So you'll have your one skill, and you'll find that you'll never all the time, depending on what your goals are, depending on what you want and God to bless you with, you either gonna continue your main skill as you still gonna be doing your main skill. But there are things that are going to come as a result of your main skill. Thank y'all. That's a great analogy. I'm not going to use it though. But there are things that are going to come that are going to branch off from your main skill. Whatever it is, that the main thing that you just feel the strongest about, that's how you're going to create new opportunity. Telling you, there's one. I'm gonna find it in a minute, but this is business for some of you. This is a business opportunity, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. So some of you, that's the blessing. You're giving birth. Like you're giving birth. You're giving birth to, and do you realize, y'all, come on, God, we're always in a state of creation. Can you just know that you never gonna stop creating the life you want, deserve, and desire? Because when you get one thing, when you create one thing, you're gonna want something else. Do y'all know that's what we supposed to do? We just really supposed, but it's for some of us, we just don't learn it until later in life. Our whole goal is to come down here and to live a life that we love. To live a life we love. And we realize, you go through all of your experiences, but we ultimately are here to just enjoy life, to experience life and love it. We'll never stop creating the life that we want, deserve, and desire. Then we're going to go to the spirituals. And then when you're ready to learn another lesson, then you're going to come back down and you're going to repeat it all over again. And you're not going to go through the same experiences because you're going to be here to learn different lessons. If you think that you ain't coming back, I can't help what you think, but I know I'll be back. I'll be back, but you know what? I won't have to go through the next time, because see, that's what happens when you start to evolve. Come on, God. When you start to evolve, you learn the lesson that you came here to learn. And then once you learn it, you don't have to come back. This is your spirit names, your ancestors name. Why you think they pushing so hard for you to keep going? Because don't none of us want to come back. Because understand this. Let's just real quick. If all your family knew was financial hardship and struggle, and all your ancestors them wasn't able to break that karma off of you. Remember, we said, I'm the one. I'm the first. Why you think your spirit name's pushing so hard for you to get this lesson of understanding that, number one, they're here to help you. Number two, you the one who gonna break this financial poverty and restriction and financial hardship off. Why? Because none of us want to come back and do that lesson again. When they come back, they don't want to come back po broke and struggling. When you come back, you don't want to come back po broke and struggling. So they said, that's the one that's gonna do it. Let's put all of our energy behind this. This the one right here. That's the one that's gonna do it. Touche the one that's gonna do it. Talford is the one that's gonna do it. Queen's the one that's gonna do it. Jared's the one that's gonna do it. Niece is gonna do it. Pamela's gonna do it. Sandy's gonna do it. So you the one, the chosen one, right? That is breaking this off of your the bloodline, so that when y'all come back, everybody come back rich. Everybody immediately knows, because they're watching you. They know how to do it now because they in the spirituals, right? So they know. So why you think they trying to give you the path? Come on, God. They're trying to give you the path to take. They're trying to show you. And sometimes you just got to be receptive to listening. That when they tell you that don't feel good, and this is how you know. It don't feel good when you do when you do this, when you dating this person and you don't feel good with them. When you doing something and it don't feel good to you. Your spirit names is like, because that's not it. We be asking for the path. They say, do what makes you happy. It don't make you happy to feel sad. It don't make you happy to do things that make you cry. Like what makes you happy? And so they're constantly trying to push things into our path and align us and put things in front of us like, this will make you happy. Like, I don't know how, because you're the one. Because if you can go ahead, because now they can show you in the spirituals, because now they have all the knowledge that they didn't have when they were on earth. Makes sense. They didn't know then what they know now, because now they up there with God, and God is all knowing, all powerful, all everything. So now they have access like we don't have yet. So what they trying to do, talk to you and tell you, listen, here's the way. Here's the way. Follow God. If you just let God listen, they'll talk. Who is spearing them? God. Where you think you returning to when you leave here? God. What is heaven? Going back and going back to God. My opinion. I'm not trying to convince you otherwise. But just know that they chose you for it. They already know you can do it. This is why you have to stay committed to whatever your purpose, whatever, committed to your happiness. Committed to your happiness. Okay. And that's going to be the blessing that's coming in for you. So for some of you, yeah, you the first business owner. Mm-hmm. You the first business owner. Did nobody else know nothing about starting no business. And so you the first person, you the first entrepreneur in your family. You the first person to go to college in your family. I am. I'm the first business owner. Come on, the I. Didn't I just say they can see what you can't see because they in the spiritual? So yes, you're always being divinely guided. Drop that in the chat. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Why? And I am what? Connected to God, in alignment with my purpose, in alignment with my assignment, being divinely guided. I am the first business owner. I am the first entrepreneur. I am the first multi-billionaire. I am. I am. You got to know it. Okay. Psychic insight, psychic ability, trust your intuition, divinely guided, y'all. Divinely guided. You're always being guided. Always. Sometimes we don't think it because we get in our feelings and we think that God is not guiding us. God is always guiding us. He can't leave us. Where he gonna go? He's inside of you. He right in here. Your spirituals, your spirit, your soul, whatever you would like to call it. God can't go nowhere. He's inside of you. I don't know how else to make that make sense. So God, that's why God can never leave you nor forsake you. Does that come on, Lord? That's why God can never leave you nor forsake you, because he's in here. Mm-hmm. So do you trust God to lead you in the right direction? I do. Let me fine tune my faith. Let me listen to what let me sit and be still and just listen to what God is trying to tell me. We be trying to hear God out here. God is not out here. I hear spirit in him out here. God speaks from within me. When I be on here, like I look over my left shoulder, right? The right sitting at the right hand of God. I look over my left shoulder. But you realize that God is in here. So you hear God from the inside. That's why you have to sit and be still. That's why you have to sit and just see what you receive, because God is inside of you. So for some of you, that's why the answers come in the stillness, because that's when you meditate, you shut out, you're not listening to everything, or when you're journaling and just doing your gratitude, whatever you do to connect. When you taking a walk and grateful for the wind and the trees and all that good stuff, that's when you receive the insight, because you're allowing God to speak to you. He's speaking through you or her. Had to be you. God is a woman. What? Why? Because I am. If you know, you know. If you understand, you understand. Because I am. Why? Some people will be mad when you say, because God, you think, because who said, who ever said that God is just a man? That's not possible. People like, you said you're God. I am. Meant it. Why? Because God is within me. God created me. He made us in his image. Anyway, I'm back. If you know, you know. Okay. So your psych, trust your insights, trust your wisdom. Absolutely. And 1000%. I am here. I hear, I am loved because I know I am. When you know who you are, baby, it's going to change your life. And if you over here, you're going to keep hearing me say it. Let me just tell y'all the real truth real quick. Come on, the coins. I'm trying to tell somebody. You manifest an opportunity in your life. You're in alignment with wealth. You are wealthy. Let me tell y'all this. This was a struggle for me, but God had to make it make sense. I say very with 100% knowing that I am God. And people will feel some type of way about that. I'm not really concerned about it. But I struggled just a couple weeks ago. I was like, well, God, if I'm God, then how am I gonna tell? Do you realize that just in our culture, we have to more people understand God as the Father? Because I was like, well, I don't want to just call you the Father, Lord, like you, because you're so much more than that. And God said, but that's the language that people are going to understand. But there are those of you who are going to transcend to a different level of understanding and awareness of God, and understand that God is more than just a man. It's not possible for God to just be a man. And so, but I stopped battling with it because I was a little conflicted about it. Because I was like, well, I don't want to just, so God, but you know what God said? God said, just call me spirit, like you were in the beginning. Just call me spirit. Because God really has no gender. It's only us who gives God a gender. Does that make sense? And so I literally, I said, I was like, well, but I'm so in the habit of just saying daddy and the father, because at the time, that's what I needed. I told y'all there's been a shift from the masculine side of God, which is what I needed in order to create these big. Can we talk about this real quick? Lord, we almost done, but I got to get this out here because it just came into my spirituals. Remember, if you've been on here for a second, they pushed the gender on us. God is so much more than that. If y'all been on here a couple weeks ago, I was telling y'all like the transition going from the masculine to the feminine, from the action to the receptive, from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. Can I just reiterate to somebody that when you make that transition and that pivot into the rest, relax, and receive mode, you literally, that's when the ideas, when you just rest, relax, and receive. That's why right now I just created this makeup class. That's why I'm creating this all of. Do y'all realize that literally over the past, from just the time from my birthday up until now, July 26th up until now, that I made that shift? And do y'all realize that in that amount of time I have created 3 different classes? We have TU, Transform, Elevate, and Align. We have the Beauty on a Budget makeup class that's starting on the 22nd of September. And now we have the head, it's a wrap master class, head wrap class. Do you realize, and I say this because I'm showing you the transition of trying to do masculine energy into being feminine energy, from trying to make it happen. Let me figure it out. Let me figure it out, to, you know what, I'm gonna just rest, relax, and receive, and allow God to bring the answers to me. And literally from July 26th up until now, all of these things have happened. So when God says rest, be still and know that I am God, so some of you are in that point of transition where, and everybody ain't there. You got to know where you at on your journey. But some of you are transitioning, and this is all about your faith and understanding and knowing, when you just really, it is real surrender and submission to God. Like, it is a true story. When you just sit, and sometimes it be a struggle because we've been programmed to want to do, make it happen. You can go listen to people. Can I tell y'all that there's more that has come into me in these last couple of weeks since my birthday, that then I have had. Probably it was like I was trying to force the creativity, it wouldn't come. I was trying to force the ideas, I couldn't think of what to do. And literally all I did was just sat down and said, okay, Lord, I'm gonna let you show me. And now I'm sitting there, I'm being still, and I'm just waiting for the Lord to bring in what God's gonna bring in. And now all of a sudden the creativity is flowing. Feminine energy, the creation of things is just happening spontaneously, like, oh, there's an idea, boom, go take action. Okay. I kid you not, the more that I sit and surrender and submit, the more I just understand. I don't worry about nothing. I just know that God is going to take care of me. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's another idea. Boom, it's something else. I need some practice. Practice it. I know it don't make sense, but when you surrender for real, because all of these things just start flowing to you. You just don't even have to worry about it. The money, the wealth, the prosperity, money will be coming to you. I can't make this up. Everything is going to flow to you at exactly the right time. You're not having to chase it. We don't chase, we attract. I don't know how it's coming. I'm not worried about it. That's God's job. I'm just going to sit. message. I don't know. And I don't worry about knowing. I just say, this is what I want. God said, do you trust me? Absolutely. Okay, let me show you how it's gonna happen. Show me, Lord. Can we just drop that in the chat? Show me. Show me. Show me how good you are, Lord. Show me how good you are. It's a whole lot more I can say on that, but that's a message for another day. Show me. Show me. And thank you. Thank you for showing me, because I know you're gonna do it. Show me. That's it. That's the season of life I'm in. Like, man, just show me, Lord. Show me how good you are. And God gonna be like, bet. Okay, or let's do it. And you gonna be like, man, it was that easy. Yep, it was that easy. And thank you, message. And thank you. Okay. I don't know what that means. Okay, here we go. Last card, favor in your finances, because we know we in alignment with wealth and abundance. We know that money is coming to us easily and effortlessly. We know that our money is always increasing. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Favor in your finances. Show me, Lord. Show me the wealth. Show me the prosperity. This is another month that's coming in, April, but they're talking about blossoming and springtime, blooming, becoming. Okay. This is April. Springtime is really like the harvest for me. They're not pointing out the month necessarily, but it's more so about knowing that your harvest is coming, because that's when things begin to bloom. Some of you could have started something in that time, in the springtime, and you're getting ready to start seeing the results. You're getting ready to start seeing things begin, things that you like, seeds that you planted. Come on, Lord, seeds that you planted. You're getting ready to start seeing the results. You're getting ready to start see things coming in from a seed. And just understand this. We know this, right? You don't eat the fruit the same day you plant the seed. So some of you, you've been waiting for things to start to take off, and you can get ready. Just know you can get ready. It's not going to be everything you want. It's not going to come all at one time, but you're going to start. The more you believe in it, the more you sprinkle it with faith, the more that you just continue to say, I know it's coming, no matter how long it takes. Stay committed to the seeds that you have planted. That's how you're going to start to see the increase. The favor is going to come, but stay committed. Don't give up just because you don't have that instant gratification. Okay. You're going to have to keep going. We all got to keep working on it. And when it finally comes, you're going to be like, man, I'm so grateful that I can look. Commitment. Thank y'all. The rings, commitment, stay committed, marriage, committed. They're talking about the like contracts, right? Stay committed to the contract that you made with the Lord. Okay. Missouri is the show me state. My mom always tells me my name should have been Missouri. Show me. Okay. Show me. Because what this is about, some of you, you're renewing your contract. How do you fine tuning your faith? Y'all know I told y'all for what my birthday, I did communion. When the Lord calls me, he's like, okay, it's a new season. We stepping into a new season. For me, it was my birthday, 7 days of communion. But I can't make you believe. But when I renew a contract with the Lord renews the contract with me. Does that make sense? This is not you just saying, okay, Lord, I'm recommitting. This is you knowing that God is always and forever committed to you. Okay. So some of you, yes, you could be having this is for some of us. Thank y'all, being committed to getting your resources in order, because that's the thing. Can I tell somebody this? It's one step at a time. Don't get overwhelmed if you got a lot of things that you're trying to take care of financially. One thing at a time, okay? One thing at a time. Because when you start trying to look at everything that's going on, you're going to get overwhelmed, and that's going to put you in that feeling of doubt and not that feeling of faith, okay? So just take it one thing at a time. Yes, this could definitely be like a person that's coming in. Some of y'all, that's what happened. Come on, cut cords. Who? Sure did. Some of y'all didn't cut a cord. Which part? We ain't gonna. I'm gonna have to, because I'll forget by Friday when we do love and clarity. Can I just say some of y'all? Can I just say somebody for whoever this part of the message is for? It's some folks. Look at the knot. Unsuccessful. It's some folks that thought we're never gonna cut y'all. We're never gonna cut them off. Can we just say I'm as healed now? Like, I don't want that sound mean. Say it better. Say it better. They missed out. Let me just say it. They missed out. Okay. It's some folks, they got a little regret in their spirituals. We keeping the buckles over here, right? They missed out. Did. Now, what do I mean by this? There were some people who came into your life, but I don't want to say they took you for granted, but it's like they didn't see you. They just said superficiality. It's like, okay, how can I say that? Somebody would focus on the wrong things. Okay. Someone was focused on the wrong thing. Like they took your current situation, or they took who you were at that. Maybe it was a few months ago, maybe it was some years ago, however long, take it how it resonates in your spirituals. But it's like they couldn't see past the superficial to really see who you were. And as a result of that, God said, where's my axe at? They got to go. Okay. Because this the thing for some of y'all. Now, let's just keep it a buckles over here, right? You would have kept on putting energy into a dead situation. Okay. We've all done it, no judgment. You would have kept on putting energy into a dead situation. And as a result of that, you would have blocked this is relationship, but we're gonna talk about it today instead of Friday. You would have blocked the person who's truly for you, because you were still thinking that what you thought you wanted, which was a superficial, maybe a lustful, superficial situation, you could have thought that that person was everything. But can we just say God know people's hearts? Who needs this message? God know people's heart. God knows what you don't know about people. So as a result of you deciding, like, you know what, I am worthy of so much more. I deserve as because again, they didn't see, come on, God, they didn't see your worth or your value, because they were only looking skin. They weren't looking at all of you. They weren't trying to get to know your heart, your personality. So some of y'all, you finally just said, you know what? I'm not gonna play this game. I'm not gonna settle for less than I deserve. For some of y'all, that was your test. Do you understand? Like, and this is they want their your spirit names are pointing this out because you didn't understand what was holding you back from your blessings. But when we start cutting cords, y'all, when we start letting go of things that we want, but it's been clearly shown to us that it's no good for us, you then begin to attract everything that you want. True story. Somebody could look good as all outdoors, but God know their heart. God know their heart. And when we say protection, thank y'all. Rejection is protection. Some of you don't even realize it. Just say thank you, Lord, because you don't even realize what God saved you from something that you thought you wanted. It may have looked good, but that look ain't everything. You finally started to realize. And for some of you, it was like whatever happened, one realization, and you just said, you know what, I'm gonna cut this. And I'm gonna see what comes in, because that, for some of you, this is about, oh my gosh, come on, Lord. For some of y'all, this is you understanding. You finally leveled up and understand your worth and your value. People playing with your time, your effort, your time, your effort, and your attention. First of all, we don't chase nothing. We attract everything. And so some of you realize that you was just putting your energy in the wrong place. Now, this is specifically talking about like romantic relationships. So some of you cut the cord that was keeping you from your blessing. So congratulations to you. And we've all had to do it. We've all held on to something, y'all, that was just like, man, that's so toxic. Man, they playing. Some of y'all, you have a better understanding. Thank y'all. You have a better understanding what gaslighting is. But can I just tell you that some folks is going to have to watch you from over there, from over there, because didn't see who they didn't see you. They didn't see you. They saw what they wanted to see. And for some of y'all, you were their test. Do you understand that? You were their test. Because had they dug a little bit deeper, they would have had everything that they want, everything that they have been praying for. Okay. Just in case you wanted to know, sometimes we be sometimes you the test that somebody fails. We can pray for stuff and God will be like, here you go. Here go the person you want. Here go your kingdom spouse. Here go your divine union partner. Here they go. And you be right there. And for whatever reason, they'll ignore you or be playing these games. And as a result of that gaslighting and manipulation and trying to who need this message? Who are trying to make you chase them? Because who and for what? And for why? We don't do that. Who does that? Especially if you a woman. And I said what I said. Men love y'all, but that's not a natural thing for women. I don't care what you say. I know I'm not finna chase no man. I'm not doing it. Why? Because I'm a divine feminine. I'm a divine being. I'm going to sit and that man is going to be attracted to me. What? Y'all better get in y'all Empress energy. Big Empress energy. And that for some of y'all, that's what did it, baby. Somebody trying to make you chase them, baby. What? Because who? For why? You, child, I done got in my spirituals. Who messages this? They done got on my nervous system. Like they the only thing out here smoking. Baby, listen. If you trying to make somebody chase you, then you already beneath me. And I don't mean no disrespect, but that's just real talk, y'all. We don't do that. We don't chase, we attract. And that's how you know that that person wasn't for you, okay? They were not for you because we're not chasing anything. We're attracting everything. Who I don't know who. It's the same thing with money. This job, I told y'all, man, listen, they done got on my nervous system. I need to get my life and my spirituals on. Okay, I'm back. Listen, we're not doing that. That's why you thought this was gonna be your person. That ain't your person, baby, because your person ain't gonna treat you like that. Why? Because you ain't gonna treat you like that. Do you understand? You be the energy you want to attract. Be the energy. Now, that's not to say you won't do like you if you meet someone and you want to do it's a completely different thing. So understand it, okay? But somebody trying to test you and make you and see, baby, listen, you gonna because that's what y'all started with. So now I hope I can get this out right. Somebody they caught you maybe on the tail end of your healing. Okay. Look, I'm trying to look. I can't get it out good, John. I hope I say that right. I can't even get it out good. They caught you on the tail end of something that you were healing from. Okay. As a result of that, they thought they was gonna play you like Zipperhead Fred. And they thought that they was gonna be able to run these little games, but somebody done got hip because you didn't seen this before, and like, man, this a flag, this a flag. And now as a result of you seeing it before, and this is the thing, now you know what you're not going to tolerate, and you're only going to receive what it is that you want. Why? Because you're healed. If you want somebody that's going to pour attention into you, you are not. You are not going to accept someone who's going to give you breadcrumbs. Do you understand me? You will not. You will not. Because that is not what you want. If you want someone who's going to pour affection into you, first you're going to pour affection into yourself. That's number one. Because when you do it for you, it's going to be a requirement for somebody else to do it for you. Does that make sense? So now that you healed, you know what you want, and you're very intentional about that. You're not going to accept less. This is how them folks who be ghosting you, they not calling you back, that you don't hear from them, and then all of a sudden they pop up, and it's like, but wait a minute, but that's the thing, like, no, I want more than that. I need more than that. And as a result of that, you knowing that, that's why it's going to be easier to cut the cord. And you just have to say to yourself, no, I want more than that. And we're not chasing anything. We're attracting everything we want, deserve, and desire. So some of you, that was the pivotal decision that's opening up the blessings for you. You've been trying to figure out why, because you still had an energetic attachment to something that was way in the past, or either it was just a lesson or it was just an experience, but it was still a blessing. So we say thank you because they taught you something about yourself. You got to know what you want. When you know what you don't want, it helps you to know what you want. So the more you know what you want, the more you know what you don't want, if that makes sense. And guess what? They True Beauty said they claim it was clinginess. It ain't clinginess. If I want affection, I'm gonna get it. And the person who's for me is gonna want me to be clingy all over them all the time because they know that that's my love language. Anybody? You ain't gonna have to explain that. You're not gonna have to try to explain that to somebody because that's what's going to make you feel fulfilled in the relationship. So attract that. If you have someone who doesn't understand the way that you like to be loved and starts calling it different things, clinginess, or you too needy, then I can't tell nobody to leave. I can't tell you to leave, but maybe that person, because if they're not willing to give you the love the way that you want to receive it, you got to start looking at that, sugar. We got to. Because if that's what you want, then that's what you want. And you're going to always be disappointed with that person because they're not wanting to give you what you want. So what do? You deal with people who will give you the things that you want. Now there's a time and a place for clinginess, but the person who loves you unconditionally, they're not going to be mad when you want to cuddle. Like they not. They gonna want to cuddle just as much as you. Why? Because they enjoy that energy exchange. Anyway, so some of y'all done gave somebody the boot. You done cut a cord. You done cut a cord. And as a result of that, you'll start to now, you'll be like, you look at yourself like, you know what? I really want somebody who wants to hold hands and PDA, right? Public displays of affection. And then because you know that that's what you want, you're not going to deal with people who don't want that. Why? Because you've already been disappointed by somebody who don't want that. Whatever cord you cut, congratulations, because it's opening you up to receive, to first be aware and second to receive. So congratulations to you. Okay. The nest, the crib. Okay, come on, little honey bunny. Somebody don't get impregnito. Okay. Is that it? Last card and we done, because it's been an hour and a half. Okay, look, the key, successful outcome. Told y'all the key. Drop some keys in the chat. I am the key. I am the key that unlocks the door to my happiness. I am the key that unlocks the door to my wealth. I am the key. You got to know it. You have to believe it first. You have to know that we are keys. There are keys that are going to come into your life to help unlock new levels within you, new doors for you. There are mentors, there are counselors, there are relationships, there are friends. We're always attracting new keys to help us unlock new doors. Okay. I am the key because you have the ability to create and have the life that you truly want. I am the key. I am the key. Keep telling yourself that. I am the key. Nothing is off limits for you. Everything is possible for you. You can have everything that you want. You just got to believe in yourself. Believe it and you can have it. Believe it and receive it. It's a true story, y'all. It is a true story. Okay. I am the key. That is y'all's affirmation today as you go throughout your day and go be great and amazing. I am the key. I unlock every door that is right for me. Lord, don't even put me in front of the doors that are not up to my level. Because if it's a door that you think you want to go through it, maybe what's behind that door is not good enough for you. Flip your narrative and say, baby, if I can't go in that door, that's all right. It ain't good enough for me anyway. Because you're always good enough for every door. Maybe that door ain't on your level. Ever think about that? Maybe sometimes we don't receive something. Maybe it ain't good enough for you. That's how we gonna live our life. We gonna be like, well, if God didn't want me to have it, it wasn't good enough for me anyway. No, maybe it's good for some people, but it ain't good enough for me. Period. And the horseshoe and the crown, and I'm done. That's it. Okay. Honor and respect real come to you. Why? We are kings. We kings kids. Fix your crown. Adjustments. Adjustments are necessary. Just fix your crown. And start looking at things. And this is not arrogance. This is just knowing that if something didn't work out for you, it wasn't meant to, because God has something better. That's it. That's all I got. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. That's it. I am the key. I am the key. That is y'all affirmation today. Somebody get on your nervous system, no matter what, all day. I am the key. I am the key. Because I'm the key. That's me all day today. I don't really have it going on, but because I'm the key, and you ain't gonna unlock the. Because I didn't unlock. I'm the key, and I unlocked the door to my happiness, and you better stay there. Okay, that's it. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. Thank y'all so much for tapping in with me today. Y'all make sure y'all go get in the class. It starts on the 22nd. Go pick your palette, get in the class, okay? Make sure that I don't have the head wrap class on there yet, but I will. I will have that on there shortly. So y'all make sure y'all sign up for that. What else? That's it. Get into the free FB community if you are not in there. I love y'all in real life. Great, amazing things are going to happen for us today. I hope y'all know that. Thank y'all so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes, the love. Thank y'all so much for allowing me to be a vessel and pour into you today. It is truly, truly, truly a blessing, a privilege, and an honor to do this work for the Lord. And I'm so grateful to be in service. So thank y'all for allowing me to pour into you today. I hope you're empowered, motivated, and inspired to go and have the best day possible. Go have a great and amazing day in purpose and on purpose. Okay. Every day. Every day. Okay. I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the morning. Okay. I'll see y'all in the morning. 6, 8, 7 a.m. Y'all know I'll be changing it. 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. Thank you. There's one. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye, y'all.